Good morning, and welcome to Caretaker's Corner, where we discuss everything concerning taking care of your elderly disabled parents, your disabled spouses, and your adult disabled children. And I'm CJ, and I'm exhausted. It's been a week. And this week I'm just going to do a quick video about having to stay fluid in your plans. My stepfather has been in the hospital. This is Sunday, so since last Saturday, so for a whole week now. And he's doing better from what I can tell from today, but it's been very touch and go this whole week. I mean, we keep getting up and down and up and down, and so literally my mother and I's lives had basically come to a stop with trying to take, with the hospitals, and we had to move him from one hospital to another. And it's one of those things where this was definitely not on my schedule for January, especially this week. And one of the things with being a caretaker that you have to be able to do is to I don't want to say be fluid, but be able to change your plans at any time. I may have gone over this subject before in one of my videos, but it is a requirement to be a caretaker to be able to do it. And it is one of the hardest things I've had to adapt to, because I like things scheduled out almost to the gosh darn minute. I have things in the, I'm OCD, so everything I have it's in a spot, it stays in that spot, and when I'm done with it, it goes back to that spot. And the same, like I said, with my schedule. I try and get up at the same time every day. I have a routine that I go through, and anytime you have an issue like this that can totally not be helped, then it messes with your routine. It messes with, and especially like for me, where I've been at the hospital with my mom and stepdad for the last few days. I have to pack my own food because I can't guarantee. You'd be surprised at a hospital. You cannot guarantee to be able to find foods I can eat. I'm vegan because of food allergies, and with the exception of a salad, and actually, I don't think the hospital he's currently at has had a salad since I've been there. But with the exception of a salad, I usually can't find food to eat at a hospital, which you think you could find healthy food at a hospital, but you cannot. However, you can find every energy drink under the sun in a hospital, which I think is funny because they tell you not to have energy drinks. So when you have to go to a hospital, you literally have to stop everything. And you have to change all of your habits for a period of time. And you don't, because of the stress, you don't think about other stuff. Like I woke up this morning and I'm like, okay, they've been in the hospital for a week. What about their bills? Do they have any bills that are due that they haven't got on auto pay or whatever? So I was calling them this morning because I'm staying at home today, planning on going back to work tomorrow. And so I'm calling them going, what about bills? Do you have any bills that are due around the 19th or 20th of the month? And if so, y'all need to be contacting them tomorrow. So they got to thinking about it, and they've got some bills that are due right around now that they're going to have to be on the phone contacting tomorrow and making payments over the phone or whatever they need to do. I do know that for anybody that wants to know, he's doing much better today. He actually sounds like himself today. So kudos for that. It's been one complication after another. It's like he went in for an initial issue, and then the process of fixing that issue caused a bunch of other issues. So I don't want to get more specific because of his person, it's his business, but it's just been one I don't want to say nightmare, but one nightmare after another. It's like every time we think we're getting better, it takes a step back. So, and then in my area, which is like most of the U.S., I guess, right now, we keep getting hit with all these flipping winter storms. I've just looked outside, and it is now snowing, and so that's going to affect plans for the rest of the week. Again, we're not supposed to get that much this time, but because that causes issues getting up there to see them. My mom and my stepdad, my mom right now can't drive very well, and so my stepdad is the one that usually does the driving, and obviously he can't drive, and I already told the hospital that I would be the one driving them. So I've actually got their car and instead of mine. Well, my car's out here too, but I've been driving their car up and down, and like tomorrow I go back to work, I want my car. Well, because of the snow and everything, we only have a certain area that we can move vehicles around, and so I may still have to drive their car tomorrow, which is going to just not do well with me anyway. But these are the things that happen when you're a caretaker. You have to start thinking outside the box on stuff. And I carry a notepad, a Rocket book, and a pen with me at all times because sometimes I'll be doing something and all of a sudden it hits me, hey, Barb needs to check on her medicine or something, and I can't stop what I'm doing, so I write it down real quick and I go back to it later. Also, if you have a phone on that, I find that the notepad on the phone is an incredible, awesome device. And a lot of phones now you can talk to the, if you have Apple, the Apple Assistant. I don't want to say her name because then every device within the sound of my voice will go off, and that's a lot of them, can actually do it and write the note for you. Or can actually send you an email or a text message to yourself about a message, a note, which I think is great because that way if you're driving down the road and you suddenly get hit with the thought, you can have her message you whatever it is you're thinking. I keep a bag in my car. It's just a go bag. It's got some clothes and stuff in it for just this kind of stuff. I never, when Dad was alive, I never knew if because of weather or health or whatever, I was going to be at home sometimes. If he was doing really good, I felt confident. But when he wasn't doing good, I spent time in the hospital with him overnight, and it hadn't been in my schedule. When it comes to a person's health and declining health, it's never in your schedule. So you have to be able to make those changes and to, I'm sorry, I'm really tired, so the words they're not coming out easy today. But to be able to make those adjustments and to not be stressed out by it. And that is kind of the difficult thing. After 20-some years of being a caretaker, or 30-some years of being a caretaker, actually, I've gotten a lot more used to that. Now, if I have something goes wrong in my daily schedule on a regular day, it annoys the heck out of me. But when it comes to the folks that I take care of, I'm a lot calmer about it because there's just nothing that can be done. You have to attack the problem and get people the medical help they need, or get them whatever the help it is, because it's almost always something where there's a need for help, whether that's medical help or like in the case of this weather, if my dad was still alive, I could have to stay at his house because if we lose electric, the alternative heat source is a kerosene heater at that house, so he wasn't very good he couldn't get down and light it up. So it's just stuff like that you have to be able to make changes, and sometimes fast. You have to think very fast on your feet to make those changes. I think I'm going to get ready and call this a day. I'm sorry for the flippant nature of it and the fact I can't seem to be finding my words today. Hopefully next week's video will be much better, and will be my stepdad hopefully will be out of the hospital by then. Caretakers, have a great day. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you have anything you'd like me to discuss, please write it down in the comments. And have an awesome week. Stay warm. We got a polar vortex thing going on, so stay warm. Love you guys. Bye-bye.